Hi guys, welcome to this video. My name is Maria.
My name is Mimi.
And we are both sisters. So today we are going to be talking about some real ghost stories that will
haunt your night.
Haunt your
dreams.
Okay, so we are basically going to read them. TheLineUp.com. So I'm going to read the first one, then she's going to read the second one, and basically we are filming our videos in our attic, so to make it more spooky. And right now it just started to rain, so it brings to the whole atmosphere of this video. So sit back, grab a snack, grab some popcorn, and enjoy. 3 knocks in the dead of night. Something strange happened to Eggs and Babe and their grandma. One night they stayed up late watching The Walking Dead. Their grandma had never seen the show before, so they spent past few nights binging late into the night. It was about 4 a.m. when the two turned off the television and the lights and called it a night. Their grandma went into her room, and a Reddit user went to the bathroom to brush their teeth. That was when they heard 3 light knocks right behind them.
Oh my god.
Since the bathroom was connected to their grandmother's room, they assumed it was her checking to see if they were in the bathroom. They answered but didn't get a response. When they left the bathroom and met their grandma in the hallway, she asked what the user wanted. Confused, the writer said that they thought she was the one knocking on the bathroom door. But Grandma had also heard 3 knocks on her door and thought it was the Reddit user.
Whoa.
So basically this is a story from Reddit, and this guy who wrote it is the Reddit user. As it turns out, they both heard the quiet, distinct knocks. They searched the house to make sure no one had broken in, double-checked the locks, and finally went to bed. Their grandma has 1 deceased son and 1 son that has been missing for almost a year now. The user believes that the knocks had something to do with the missing man. Perhaps they were trying to reach out to their beloved family. What do you think of this one?
Well, I think it's creepy how they both thought it was one another, you know?
I think it's very interesting that the grandma was watching The Walking Dead, and she's like, you know, it's a cool grandma. Yeah, I love this story, and it says it's a real story, so I don't know, it's very possible it's true. It's not something unreal.
Crazy.
It's not something like, ooh, I just saw a ghost, or, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that can happen too, but this is just something, I have this energy that this is kind of legit.
Yeah, I do too. So now we have Ouija board warning. You can drink.
You could start.
Last year, Small Bean Dean went to a friend's house for a party. Around 1 in the morning, the group decided to use a Ouija board. That's a mistake. Never use a Ouija board.
Don't.
I heard so many stories about it. It's something that can haunt your life forever.
And if you happen to use it with your friends, like on a sleepover or something like that, just make sure to always say goodbye. Don't throw it out. Don't
always
do stupid things.
Shit.
And
don't mock it.
Don't make jokes with it.
You will regret it.
Yeah.
The Reddit user was the only one who believed in accounts of the paranormal, so she was hesitant when her friends brought out the board. But instead of giving her friends more reason to tease her, when it came to the paranormal, she acted as if she didn't believe in such activity. They began asking the board questions. They started with a few normal questions, and nothing really exciting happened. Then someone asked if the spirit wanted to hurt them. Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's like, hey spirit, what's up?
Like,
Did you want to hurt me?
Like, and it responded with only one. God.
Oh God. I'm sure they wanted to hurt the one who doesn't believe, or maybe the one who believes.
The one who believes.
Yeah.
No, or the one who doesn't believe, because they always get to the ones that don't believe.
Yeah.
The group started to get creeped out at this point, and rightfully so. When one friend asked the natural follow-up question, who? The board spelled out Natasha, the Red user's full name. Oh, they picked her.
Oh, the one who believed.
Yeah. It should be noted that she doesn't care for their full name and has everyone called her Tasha instead. Tasha then left the room while her friends continued playing, but found out later that night that the group forgot to say goodbye to the board. Oh my god, how stupid can you be? Anyone familiar with a Ouija board knows that closing the interaction with the spirit is crucial before stopping use of the board. Needless to say, she was nervous. After this, Tasha has no memory of the night. She only remembers getting a migraine and nosebleeds. Her friends took videos of her acting strangely, speaking with a changed voice, and a few instances of her talking in another languages.
She was possessed.
However, that night wasn't the only time this happened. In the days following, Tasha's parents reported the same thing happening. Once again, she remembered nothing but migraines and nosebleeds. About 2 weeks later, she was back to normal, or so she thought. Tasha was suddenly hospitalized for excruciating pain in her kidney, so bad that it almost shut down. The doctors tried everything but couldn't figure out what was wrong. Then, on the day she were scheduled for surgery, the pain suddenly stopped. 1 day later, Tasha was released. Since that incident, she has never felt like she was truly alone. Sometimes she feels like someone is grabbing her hands or neck, making it difficult to breathe. Tasha has always believed in the paranormal, but this experience made it far more real for her.
Oh god.
I believe this.
Okay, let me just tell you something. I read kind of a lot of stories, regarding the possessed people, or, like playing Ouija board and just kind of acting weird and everything. So this doesn't seem that strange to me. It could be so legit, like, for real. Like, I know some stories, like, I heard of them, like, it's not a joke. Like, eventually, if you try to tease anything in this world, like, if you try to poke at it, of course you're eventually gonna get a response. So, I don't know, I'm just saying, like,
don't do it.
I'm just saying, like, this could be very true.
Yeah, I believe this, because Ouija board isn't something to play jokes around,
Yeah,
because
it's fucked up. But you know
why
what?
would you do that?
I always what?
You're just in peace with everything, and you want to.
I mean,
this
listen,
board.
like, I kind of get it. Like, the people who are into the creepy stuff, they're like, have these gatherings, like you and me right now. Like, they get sleepovers, they maybe go camping, and they just want to find, like in movies, they want to have something fun, something, like, ooh, because I think scary stuff and some dangerous things always connects people together. So
yeah,
it's
scary
about
stories when we go
scary
to,
stories. Like, it's about the adrenaline. Like, you want to do something that's like dangerous in a way with your friends, with your loved ones. So they actually don't maybe expect these insane results, but I'm just saying, like, it's the best to leave some things
alone.
This story is called Ghost in the House. Okay, so the user, called Mystic Gypsy 1976, has always been into the paranormal and has experienced a fair number of encounters throughout their life. Recently married, they and their spouse, Charlie, moved into a beautiful little house in a quiet neighborhood. They had only been living there a short time when they started noticing strange occurrences. The first thing happened while Charlie was upstairs in bed and they were downstairs watching television. Suddenly, he ran into the living room and asked if they had just been in the bedroom. They answered no, and Charlie panicked. He said that as he had been lying in bed, someone had pushed the blanket up so his feet were exposed.
Oof.
And a cold hand had caressed his foot.
Bro, no.
Oh my god, so a cold hand just, pets his foot.
You know what I always do? You know the meme where they put the blanket below your foot?
Oh, finally.
Yeah,
and like the monster, finally some good fresh meat, like under the bed.
Oh, bro, that scares me the most. I always put my blanket below my
I
feet.
just got the chills. To avoid the spirit, they moved their room to a different bedroom in the house, but the activity continued. They heard heavy footsteps going up and down the stairs. Bowls and pans would spin clockwise on the counter. Dark, full-bodied figures would walk past their bedroom door and vanished. A knife was once lifted and thrown across the kitchen by an unseen force, and the dogs would bark into the corners of the house. They usually say that dogs and cats, animals can see spirits.
And I believe that so much.
I can actually believe it. But the one thing with the knife flying, just in the air, I kind of find it. I'm skeptical. It could have happened, of course. I'm not saying they're lying or something like that, but just I find it hard to believe.
I always believe when I see a video of a cat like watching a place, like empty place, like whoa, whoa, whoa.
They just stare at something.
Cats.
Like a cat starts to bark. For sure, bro. I mean, that can be a possessed cat. Like, if it starts to bark, it can be a possessed cat. Anyways. Oh my god, I just seen something I didn't want to see, but I have to read it.
Bro, don't scare me!
I have to read it to you guys. Once they even looked up into the window of the master bedroom and saw an elderly woman staring down at them. I just find
chills.
something... Me too, bro. Oh god. So I just find something very creepy about the elderly woman. It reminds me of... No, I don't mean in that way. It reminds me of that movie, Dead Silence, the old lady Mary Shaw. Like,
don't.
I used to watch that movie as a kid with my cousins and with my bigger sister and with her. And I remember we always went to sleep over at our grandparents' house, and we were just kids, and when you're a kid, everything seems so scarier to you, so we always kind of had that old lady oh my god, it's behind you, so I just...
Oh bro, it's like behind the curtain. Be careful.
Oh god, this reminded me of her.
I'm so sorry.
Eventually, the young couple had enough and talked with their neighbors to learn about the history of the house. They learned that the house had been built in the 1970s, and the elderly lady who has owned the house before them died at the age of 101. The two had no doubt this woman was the spirit tormenting the home, so the writer decided to go upstairs and make peace.
Upstairs?
Upstairs. Oh, we're upstairs, and I'm just
Where
here.
upstairs?
I think in the attic.
Maybe. Where would he do that? Okay.
Greetings from the attic. If you don't see this video, I just want to say, oh god.
Did you hear that?
I think there's a cat outside. There's a window, right here.
That's a roof.
Oh, let's just continue now.
Okay.
Do it for the sake of it.
Do it for YouTube.
Okay. Like I said, the writer decided to go upstairs and make peace. They informed the spirit that they intended to remain in the house and they promised to keep it nice. They offered to help her cross over, but also said she was welcome to stay if her presence became more peaceful. Okay, so I understand they tried to be respectful towards the elderly lady that used to live in that house, but to ask a spirit, okay, you can chill here while I eat cereals. Just get the fuck out of that house.
No, but it's more like making a piece out of it. Like, it's okay.
Oh
my god, no! Stop! Stop!
Oh my
Oh my
god!
god, I just got... My heart is beating so fast.
I fucking hate whoever did that. There's a light switch downstairs and we just shut our... Ooh, I just had a heart attack.
I just got a heart attack.
Oh my god.
Oh my... If
Who
you could
the
hear
fuck?
my heart...
Ooh.
We told them,
We told them, we have guests, so our cousins, they came and they're playing down with our little sister, and we told them, we're going upstairs to make a video, don't make noises and everything.
I'm so mad.
And there's a light switch downstairs, and we were I wasn't expecting for them to do this. And they just playing with us, and they shut the lights. Oh my god.
If they do that again, I'm gonna jump out of the window.
My heart is still beating. Fuck, bro.
What were we talking about?
Since then, the couple had been living peacefully in the home, and the old woman occasionally makes herself known. This one actually creeped the shit out of me, and especially the light thing, oh my god, I feel like I'm shaking, I need water.
Bro, I got scared.
For real, I'm the first one, not to be scared of anything. I sleep home alone with my doors locked and while the thunder is out there, and this thing scared me legit.
So I just found a story, the Raging Clue.
Yeah, it's the user's name on the Reddit, I guess.
Yeah, I will put it back here, down here. I will just screen it so I don't...
Okay, this is going to be the last story because this is the fourth one, right?
Yeah, I think so. When a boy was 16 or 17, he had just moved into the new house with his mother and sister. He had the bedroom in the basement. Oh, I thought it moved. Yeah. About a month after moving in, he started noticing bizarre things. Hangers would sway as though there was a wind, and he often heard light, unexplainable knocks in the middle of the night. It was creepy enough to make him move all of his belongings to the spare upstairs bedroom. Why would you do that in the first place?
I don't know.
Like, why would you go? Yeah, I get it. Because when we moved here, I loved this place upstairs because it's like your privacy. Okay, one day while he played video games in the basement, a white mist shot out from behind their television, up the wall and across the ceiling. He bolted out from the basement and told his mom, who told him it was just his imagination. Stop telling that to kids. Like, he's not a kid. He's 17, my age.
It's your imagination, honey.
Like, it's your imagination. Like, my mom wouldn't tell that. She would be like...
No, she would, actually.
Yeah,
Knowing our mom, she would be like, oh, come on. You're always on your phone. Like, just go
your
get
phone
up
is
and
playing
do
tricks
something.
on you. Okay, over the next few months, he started hearing knocks and seeing objects move again. Slowly, it started getting stronger. Then whispers started. Then painful screams. Oh God. Soon, it was happening every night without fail. One night, he was left alone while his mother was away for business and his sister slept at a friend's. It was 1 a.m. and very little was happening, paranormally speaking. He was about to fall asleep when he heard a loud shriek of his name. He slept the rest of the night with the lights on. He slept. The next few months passed with only minor incidents, but then things really got crazy. Late one night, he was watching television in his room when his bed started shaking.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. At first, it was only a small tremor, so he ignored it. Then, he began feeling something pulling at the covers from the foot of his bed. A cold hand grabbed his ankle and tried dragging him. He screamed and his mom and sister came running. Wasn't he alone? Oh, no, he wasn't alone.
This kind of reminds me of the horror movie The Conjuring, when somebody pulled the girl out of the bed.
Okay, at that point it was clear something very weird was going on. His mother called the people who sold them the house and told them what happened. The former owners, although offering no reason for the intrusions, had their priest come to bless the house. The occurrences never fully stopped, but they did become much less frequent and intrusive after the blessing.
Okay, so I used to have a friend, like one of my best friends, back in Croatia, and she would always tell me, like, she lived in this part of the town where it's not a town. It's a small, very small village, and it was kind of known for that creepy stuff to happen. Like, there were stories around that village, you know. So basically, she lived in that part, and one time she told me, like, she have seen, you know, weird things going on, and the dogs were starting to act very weird. So her mother called the priest to bless the house, and since then nothing happened. Like, I remember going there and just feeling this energy. Like, I used to have so much fun with her. We watched Michael Myers, like, Halloween movie, and I don't know, I just felt this weird energy. Like, I think you can feel it in a way when you step into the room.
Actually.
Yeah,
a good can overcome bad. I believe that with my soul.
Yeah, if you believe it enough. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you stick around for more stories. We can make like some Friday night scary stories, something like that.
We can do a whole day here upstairs.
Oh my
with
God.
No lights on.
Oh,
okay,
fuck.
No, I'm not gonna give them ideas.
You know, like, if we get enough subscribers, just leave your request and we will do what you guys think is the best for
And we
our
love
channel.
doing this, by the way.
Yeah.
It's something we always wanted. And subscribe if you want to.
You totally
and
don't
like
have to.
if you like this video.
Bye.